What is up, Saints? I'm back with another Christian Man Reacts video, where if you've been watching, you know the intent of my content is to present good and wholesome entertainment. Whether or not I do, that's up to you. Alright, so we're back at it again. It is still December, so we are still in the midst of Metal Music Month. And we spent some time here. We looked at three of my all-time favorite bands. We did a couple of videos from Theocracy. We did a few from Sleeping Giant. We just finished up with Wolves at the Gate. And so now over the next several videos here before the month ends, I'm just going to pick like a random group of bands that I enjoy and try to play my favorite song from them. And today we're looking at a band that I found through a Google search, Eternal Decision. I had set out, like, when I was lost, my favorite band was Metallica, and just enjoyed the vocals, the style of music and whatnot. And so I did a Google search for Christian bands that sound like Metallica, and through some roundabout ways, I discovered this band, Eternal Decision. And they sound so much like Metallica that back during the what's it called, LimeWire or Napster or whatever it was back in the early 2000s, I think, when that platform came out and people were streaming music or downloading music illegally, not paying for it, Metallica ended up suing them. But during that time, a lot of people ended up downloading Eternal Decision thinking it was Metallica, and not knowing, which I think is kind of cool, because then the gospel goes out, because these dudes are the real deal. As you know from if you've watched any of my previous videos, I only enjoy the guys that are real, not just Christian in name only, that don't curse in their songs so they get considered Christian, and they water down the lyrics, and it's really hard to discern where Jesus is in their lyrics. I don't like that kind of music. I like the stuff that's worship. It's metal worship. It's a Christ honoring, God glorifying lyrics, solid biblical doctrine and theology, explained in lyrical musical format. And so the bands we've been looking at up to now have had that, and Eternal Decision does as well. And they really do sound like Metallica. They really got those the same kind of musical quality that Metallica has. But as I was thinking, I was like, okay, what's my favorite Eternal Decision song? And the song I picked for tonight, if not my favorite, it's right up there. Like, I can't think of anything that I like more. But it's a very unique song that they did. It has a very unique sound. As a matter of fact, it's something I've never heard before, just the way it's laid out and the style. So it's not gonna have that same Metallica feel to it, but I hope you enjoy it. Anyways, I got the Polar Seltzer Water, raspberry lime flavor, so we're ready to go. Let's do this. All right, so here we go. This is a song called Alien. Again, it's by Eternal Decision. It's off their album Ghost in the Machine. This is off a YouTube channel, Eternal Decision Topic. That's one of their logos. I don't know if this is an official channel or not, but it's a really good song. So, but like I say, it's unique. So it's and I like stuff like that. I like artistic type music. So hopefully you enjoy it as much as I do. Let's check it out.
We have traveled on this far, far away from home.
So you can tell right there by the vocals that it's different, unique. Just to give you an idea of the song, what it's about, the scriptures refer to us as aliens and pilgrims and strangers in a foreign land. We've been called out of the kingdom of darkness, which is what this world is. It's Satan's world. Satan is the God, lowercase g, of this world, the prince of the power of the air. The kingdoms belong to him, and he gives them to whom he will. And we're all born into this darkened kingdom, this lost depraved, wretched kingdom, this fleshly kingdom. Those of us who are born again are called, we're translated from that kingdom spiritually into the kingdom of light. We're born again. We're created children of the light, children of God's kingdom. And that's eternal. It takes place within us. And then we radiate that light out to the world and grow it. And so we're called to be ambassadors to that lost world from which we once were. But we are really aliens in this world. We're in this world, but we belong to a different kingdom. And so we're experiencing our life here as pilgrims, as strangers, far away from home, our eternal home. We're here for a temporary moment, and then we're going to get called home at death. But so the song is about that experience.
With His love to guide our way, we will
The drums in this are so unique. Well, not just the drums, the whole musical composition, the whole sound is very unique. You just hear it, like, it doesn't follow like the normal flow of a song. It's just so sporadic and chaotic. It's like I say, unique's the only word I can think of. I never heard a metal song like this before. Almost jazz-like, you know. And I'm not a fan of jazz, but I appreciate this particular song here. Favorite part here. Here we go. Yeah, very, very good. Man, I love these guys. They're amazing. I've explained before in my previous videos, like, I'm so impressed with, like, the Lord gifts people with musical talent. Like, those of us who don't have it look at it in awe. Like, the ability to think about notes and sounds and instruments coming together like this in such a unique abstract way. Like another person, like other than this group here, like I think of like David Crowder. Like if you listen to some, like Crowder gets a lot of radio play. If you listen to some of his stuff that's not on the radio, just get some of his albums and listen to some of the stuff that doesn't get play. It's so unique. It's so like, and I love that. It's, to me, it's I mean, it's what the world calls art, and it is art, but it's a gift and a talent given by God, to glorify Him in ways that are awe-inspiring. And for me, this kind of music is that. It's beautiful. And the end is awesome too. That's cool. All right, so that's Eternal Decision, their song Alien, which again I think is probably my favorite song of theirs. Just a great song. Again, on a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 12. You know, it's just an amazing song. And for me, like when you listen to it at high volume, you gotta be surrounded by the music, by the sound. It's so beautiful and impactful and just great. It rejoices the heart. You know, there's something about music that's just rejoicing. You know, the Psalms talk about that. The Psalms repetitively talk about singing and talk about instruments and just the rejoicing. Like that, there's praise and rejoicing are tied significantly in with music in kind of a mysterious, beautiful way. It's like how our hearts worship. It's how our hearts express praise. And like the genre that I particularly enjoy the most is that heavy metal rock, and the fact that the Lord has gifted men, biblically sound men who love Him, and He's gifted them with these talents so that they can turn it into praise and worship that is audibly pleasing to me and to many others. And I thank God for the whole spectrum of music, you know, for all genres of music where they're using their talents properly, to worship and praise. And it makes you grieve and it makes you sad to hear talented people using those gifts and talents for secular means, singing about secular worldly things. Like the Lord has gifted them to praise Him, not sinful, wicked things like you hear so many secular people do. But I don't know. I just appreciate music, and this is one of my favorite bands. So, anyways, that's what I got for you guys tonight. As always, I appreciate you watching. I love you. We'll talk to you next time.